So, sorry. Hi, hello everyone. Hi, welcome to the stream. The new video link is in the chat. You can check out the video. Hello everyone. Stream, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing? Hello everyone. Hi, hi, hi. Start. Push. Start our vision push. Thank you very much for watching the stream. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Let's go for likes, guys. Let's go for likes. Let's go for likes. Thank you for the free likes. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Yeah, we back. YAYA, TOURE, SCHMEICHEL, and read Dixon. Let's use them. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you so much for watching the stream. It's on the way to English. Let's go, boys. Can I go for likes? Can I go for 5 likes? Thank you for watching the stream. Can you go for likes? Can we go for 5 minutes? Since the score meets the left side, so nicely speed, that's all we have the attack from there. Yeah, second ball is the usually younger than me. Let's go.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Mbappe, cleared without hesitation. So what can they make of this?
Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Bergami?
Yeah, he can perform anywhere across the back four, and thanks to his discipline, he makes it all look seamless. Incredibly dogged and determined.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckenbauer. Hernes. Rummenigge.
Eto.
Chouameni. First quarter of an hour gone. Beckenbauer.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
He's shift and the shot!
It's a good goal.
Goal!
It's
There
a good
is the
goal.
breakthrough. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Heracles have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Yes.
Oh, played right into his path. Terrific header!
It's
And
a
he
good
hits the
idea.
net! And
That's
once
nice to
more
get
we
boss.
are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Heracles really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
India grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side...
Eto!
What?
Nicked it back promptly.
Why?
TOURE.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time. A decent hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Hernes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Vieira. Rummenigge.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vardiol kept his eye on it, and there's the end of the first half.
Oh,
So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of...
that other shot should have been a goal.
It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each.
By the entrance gate.
That's a really interesting game.
That
They head in
other
at
shot should
half-time
have been a
at
goal.
1-1.
We missed it.
Second period then underway. Well, that looks a decent ball. Maldini tries to clear. Hernes.
Hey, Joe, you're faster?
Oh, that's well spotted. Roberto Baggio. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe. Forlan. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Vieira. Rummenigge. That has been cut short. And here's Eto. Well seen, saw that coming.
Oh,
That's
come
great
on.
positioning, so good from him.
Kim Min-jae promptly
Uh,
onto that, and that is
The
that.
attendance for this match was
And it's Eto. Look at the space
71,550.
here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Picked out brilliant. It's Eto! Oh, just wide.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was
Eto
going
could
in.
have scored that easy chance. That was an easy chance. It could have scored that. Yeah. No comeback. It could have scored it easily. If this phenomenal finishing, he could have
On the
scored it.
field, number 9.
I don't know how he missed it.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 14, Hannes.
Maldini,
Number 11, Neymar.
Bale,
Number 6,
and here's Suarez.
Franz Beckenbauer. Coming on the field,
Vardiol
number
is there to
18,
clear.
Erling Haaland. Number 20, Suarez. Gullit. Number 17, Bale. Number 15,
Rafael Leao,
Xabi Alonso.
Bellingham,
Substitution.
and it's Neymar. Chance to shoot now. Thuram. It's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Haaland.
So
Bergwijn
pass
takes over
it
and
to the
intercepts.
next receiver we have.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, what a chance to shoot!
Oh,
Same again,
come on.
same outcome.
Heracles really are in the
Come
ascendancy here, and they
on.
know they have
Score
to
more
register
goals.
while that's the case. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets.
He rises!
Whoa, that's a goal. Come on.
Goal!
Come on.
And again they
Come
hit the
on.
front. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Heracles get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team,
Arre, that was fast, Roland, bro.
Rafael Leao.
India really might just end up kicking themselves after that.
Big chance!
Bro, literally in front. How can you just let him take the shot?
No time at all.
Come on. This
So
is,
refreshing.
how is
Putting a
this
goal down, and you never
possible?
would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Bro,
Tidily
what
bowled,
the heck
and
you guys are
ultimately a
passing?
more than tidy finish.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Here's Rafael
Now the
Leao.
lag,
Real chance!
the lag
It's
shit.
loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Come on.
Gets good distance on it. Oh, there's a probing ball.
4 added minutes
And
have been
that he's
indicated.
got the shot away!
Bro,
What
come
about that?
on.
And that has raised the
Bro,
roof!
come on.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire. But how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that.
And that is as far as it goes. Heracles illustrating
Player and letting
the
him take the
difficult
shot.
nature of football.
So
And
let's
nothing
give
looked
this
so
back.
good for them to start with.
So come
As
on,
we've
just
seen
get
so
out
many
here.
times, they ended up
Get
with
out,
nothing.
bro. How many chances I created? He just gave one shot. My Paolo Maldini was in front of his game. Yeah, that score the goal, but he couldn't. But then the fuck out, bro. Get the fuck out, bro. This game is utter shit, bro. Then why the defender has to stand in him? Can't give him that. This is shit. Utter shit, bro. Utter shit. Bro, that guy had no chance of coming back, but he came back. I don't know how. Literally, Paolo Maldini was in front. The second goal, I can't say anything. Can't say anything about that. Say anything about that fucking second goal. Literally, Maldini was sick. How did he manage to score? This is the issue. The thing issue was I was playing it. Oh shit. Oh, shit. Fucking mistake was playing it. How many lags she does here? That's okay. Yeah, and then let's see. Let's see. This match could be great. I never see that. Stan, sport is crazy. Sport is absolutely too good. Let's see.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt,
and
it is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Son, is one of the quickest players around at this level, and
Ah, fake shot. Come on,
And
fake
he
shot.
looked
That was a
every
fake
bit
shot.
the assured keeper there.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Batistuta. Batistuta running with the ball. Cafu, and it's played in here.
Well, he got rid
Nice
because he was under
control.
pressure.
Nice from YAYA. Sorry.
Cafu making good progress on the right-hand side. He gets big! And it's hoisted clear. Rummenigge. Now it's Zico. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Still goalless. Yaya Toure. Nicely aimed pass. It's Zico!
That's just playing it safe.
Size
It's
of
simple.
purpose needed.
Works it forward. And he's had a hit!
Ah, nice, Mbappe. You block our own best shot.
Zico really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
Cleared without hesitation. Decent hit! Atalanta have the chance to go the other way. And here's Son Heung-min. Fires from distance.
No, it's not possible from score. From that range.
And here's the chance to counter. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Great work on the overlap.
In the header.
He gets rid in a hurry. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Turns and goes back. Nice interception, well timed.
Take this to control.
And the half-time whistle goes.
2 chances I should have
Well, perhaps
scored.
not full of thrills and spills.
I made a
It's
mistake.
game which has been
I should
on
have
a very
scored
high level,
from the 2
certainly
chances that I got.
defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. That gets things going for the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Atalanta upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Szoboszlai. And he's only too happy to take that back.
Look, movement creates more...
Looks for the finish. They want to be quick to recover this. It's a good run, that. Great timing. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Yes.
Atalanta finding their passes. And here's Son Heung-min. He won't be happy with that one. That is a great ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Easy chance. How good you can? How can you get a chance like this? Come on, guys. How many chances can you get? Come on, get the fuck out of here. What a easy chance you guys got. How did this guy miss it? Come on, man. This is not fair. Get out, bro. Get out.
Number 8,
You can't get a
We
chance
have
like
got
this.
changes here from both
number
sides, in
7,
fact.
Mbappe, number 10,
That's a little off target.
Messi, number 42, Toure, number 16, Zico. Coming on the
Szoboszlai
field,
has an approach to
number
the game which is
18,
pretty much shoot on
Erling
sight.
Haaland, number 20, Suarez,
So, Jim, is that the manager
number
telling the
17,
forwards that they must
Bale,
stay forward for now?
number
Well, I think he
15,
just is
Xabi
concentrating on the
Alonso,
shape here, and he wants them to
substitution.
press.
There's the hit! Goal!
Fuck that.
That could turn out to be a
Fuck.
huge, huge goal!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience. Heracles clearly
How many shots did
executed
his
that
chick
with
say?
considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A 1-0 lead established.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
No.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here.
No.
Heracles, moments now away from seeing this one out. And it's Batistuta.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And here's Batistuta. And we're done.
Oh,
Heracles have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically,
just had
preserved
positions,
these
that's it.
simplest of leads.
He just had positions. Position being fine, but role is the difference. Positions doesn't make a difference. Position keeping on the ball, holding on to the ball doesn't give it. Goals give you this. So when watching the stream, can go for 2 legs. Come on, check for 2 legs. Can go for 3 legs. Come on, like that. Tolerance. Sticker.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Batistuta. Oh, that was vital. Maldini gets it clear. Koundé cuts it out. Now it's Hazard. Batistuta! Goal!
Well, talk about a
Bro,
real
look
rude
at the
awakening.
ball,
It's
bro.
almost as if the
Look
defence saw
at
no
the
one
ball.
coming. They just didn't
Look at the ball
anticipate.
that I'm
Well, heels
considering.
rather than toes.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Heracles are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Batistuta and Batistuta!
Oh, he's just
And
kicking the
somehow it
ball.
stayed out. Costa
Dropping the
Curta.
ball.
Heracles are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Here's Chouameni. And here's Batistuta. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. YAYA TOURE. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in a good position here. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice interception, well timed. Costa Curta. YAYA TOURE. 30 minutes gone. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bout of pop. Oh, shooting chance! Rummenigge!
Dude.
And it's in! Heracles are back in business! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Heracles grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Heracles ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. That's a shade optimistic. Messi. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Hazard. Bergkamp. Hazard. Keeper has taken decisive action. And the first half is done. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So your views on the first half?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
It's been a really
Get
interesting
the
game
fuck
up to
out,
now,
bro.
and the sides are predictably
Just
very
putting
well
through
matched.
balls,
Hoping
long
perhaps for a
balls,
little bit
long
more from
balls.
both parties in the second half, but as it stands,
Hoping they'll
it's
get
one
us.
each.
Hoping they'll score.
So
That's
we're
it.
just settling back into this second half.
Substitution in progress.
John Book Hyundai Motors with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Signal, why
Well, he got
are you
rid because he was
standing?
under
He's
pressure.
gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Spread neatly. Heracles can breathe again, just.
Well,
What?
that tackle was
Why?
nice, and so was the release.
Why the hell it is
Great
lagging?
escape.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hits one!
Why the hell is it lagging?
It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's going for goal!
The attendance
Why the hell it
Is
is lagging?
decidedly lacking.
It was
Wi-Fi
very
is
much
good.
worth a try,
Why
and
the hell
I've
is
seen
it lagging?
worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Decent hit! Heracles! Goal!
What a pass
Game
from
is
Messi.
well and truly
That
turned on
was
its
one of the
head.
best passes he has made.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
He is clearing on it. Good Williams. Gareth Bale. Inshallah also. For people watching the stream, let's come back. Thank you so much for watching the stream.
substitution on the field. Number
Guys, let's go for 4 likes.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Heracles
Number
choosing
9,
to make the first change.
Number 14.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Messi.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Number 7.
And here's Batistuta.
Number 18.
Batistuta!
Haaland.
And they've got rid.
Why the hell it is lagging like that?
Number 15.
Koundé,
Xabi Alonso.
Xabi Alonso producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Bale. Chance here to counter. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Hullet.
Ah, pass it
Knocked out
away.
of danger. Koundé has a look and plays it forward. Perez. And the shot!
Bro, come on.
What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
This is quite a battle.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Koundé. There will be 4 extra minutes. He's in plenty of space here. Perez. Heads it! And the keeper has reacted That's that, the end. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Heracles
No
certainly
one
had
knows.
some good moments.
What the hell is going on? First of all, why the game is lagging like this? Why the hell is this game lagging? Don't lie. What's it? It's what I'm asking you. Don't lie. Don't fucking lie. It's shit. You couldn't be found, but the name is not. Using purpose. Okay. Now we make it easy for you as well.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Passing is crisp and sharp, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a good one.
Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Maldini gets it away. Heracles have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Zico. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Davis. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pass it to
Here's
this.
Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Gnabry looking to get on the end of this. Maldini clears it away.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Neymar, very much a man of this moment. And there's green grass ahead of him.
What?
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And here's Sané. Sané. Davis. Palmer. Some really good ball move. Palmer!
It's a good
The
save.
keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corinthians have their second corner now. Heracles are looking to go forward now. Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose
You
out
guys
here
are
against this
literally
opponent. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Oh, bro, come
Disappointed
on,
with that.
pass it to the player.
And here's Sané. Slices! Oh,
Messi,
surely that
bro.
deserves a
Messi is
penalty.
jumping taller than
Definitely had the
Costa
balls
Curta
poised and
and
clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and
Paulo
he was
Maldini.
drilled.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Until he concedes a corner. He gave me a corner.
Attempts a clearance. Alexander-Arnold. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Neymar. Zico. Oh, that's fabulous. And that was very necessary.
I passed it earlier,
And there is the half-time whistle.
but the lag in
Truth be told,
this
perhaps
game,
it's not
bro.
the game that many
Lag.
anticipated, but there is lots to be
Why
seen,
does it lag
lots to
like
be taken
this?
from it.
What
Plenty
is the
more key
reason?
figures to mull
Wi-Fi
over,
is good.
but it remains goalless.
Everything is good. Why the
1-0
head
from
is
the
it
first
going?
45 minutes.
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Heracles really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's...
And he's let fly! It's off target and by quite a way.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Oh, that's well spotted. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Rice. Corinthians do have a chance to counter here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Chance! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Yeah, and I don't think there was much wrong with his vision nor his decision-making.
Palmer. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Great chance! Sticks it away!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Substitution for Corinthians.
Tackle the ball, bro. Tackle the ball.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 7.
Corinthians have taken the lead.
Substitution.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Haaland. And it's Luis Suarez. Big chance! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
With the manager called on him, he was only
It
too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Heracles grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah.
And the shot! Heracles! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation
Thank
for
you.
that split moment, and the damage was all done.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Palmer is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Luis Suarez. He can get that clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Hullet.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Rice. Mbappe. Palmer does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Messi.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
And
That's
that
a
will be
good
it.
comeback.
Header
That's a
clips
good comeback.
have done it with
Too
iron, with
easy.
pragmatism, the sort you
Do you
expect from
think
a
it
team
is
like
too
this.
easy?
Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
And now,
Luis
I'd just
Suarez
like to read out
taking
our
in the
fan club
accolades.
Was it too
having been
easy?
named man of the match.
No. Too easy for us. So you play my ID. I'll tell you, though, I'll tell you. I'll tell you if I'm playing. Just pushing rank in my account. That's me. Trying to reach 900 ratings. So I'll play once I'm free. Once I'm free, I'll play. For you. Nothing more than this. Lead itself is actually one. But it loses a division. Oh my god, come on. I see, keep on trying. I used to lose matches like you. My win percentage was lower than my loss percentage. So I was in this position. Maybe, but I was also in this position. But
Well, they say
you keep
football's
on
only a
grinding, man.
game
Keep
if
on
you can
grinding,
try
keep on
turning this
playing.
lot.
You'll
Really
have an
getting into
idea
week's most eagerly awaited
how to play
contest.
the game
A
and you can
sporting event
easily
which has magnificent
get to
scenery, as
a
has been
higher
told.
level.
It is tribal and it has aroused the most
Keep on
playful
grinding, bro.
instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
So I used to lose matches like you.
And already we're underway here.
But and then
And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Arey,
Messi. And that should get the job done. Great hit! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude
three
awakening. It's
goals.
almost as
Three
if the
goals.
defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Header
Hey,
clips
15 goals.
are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Batistuta. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That has ended up in no man's land. Maldini, pinged towards the front line. Beckenbauer. Oh, good read.
That was well played,
no.
well stopped.
Rice, and he stands tall, impenetrable. And here's Eto'o. Messi. Messi! And yes, it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say
This
the
passes, even
contrast of
this
moods
passes
are very visible
are
now.
going
They
to
really
him.
fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it's Eto'o. Beckenbauer. Danger
Even
averted
his
now.
passes are going.
Eto'o.
My players are going and I, bro,
Has
bring
a look and place it forward. Neymar. Beckenbauer. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of room.
bro.
Heracles are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's got away. That is a brilliant interception.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's
Bro.
Batistuta. Vinicius Junior. No, he's just misjudged that one.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Eto'o. Messi has it out wide.
Offside, why? How much have you got in 3 epic card? No epics, bro. 0 epics. 0 epics, only nomination, signing contract. 0 epics.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
0 epics.
There's the start of the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Nicely weighted ball. Maldini gets rid without sophistication.
Barcelona have turned up with a
What
human blocker.
the
This is
hell
top
is this
defence.
pass? Forget out, bro.
Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe!
Nice.
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Heracles certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Messi has found the net here, of course. Now it's Mbappe.
Bro. Come on, man.
Batistuta.
You guys are literally in front. You guys are literally in front. Come on. Fucking game. Just giving him shooting and it's a goal. Bro. Bro,
Yeah, and I
bro.
think it
Why
always
would I
looks a
play
bit
like
more
this?
dramatic when the frame of
Why
the
would
goal
I play
plays its
this
part.
game? Come on, man. Be fair for everyone. Come on, what the fuck is this game?
Substitutions taking place.
Heracles choosing to make the first change. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Alonso. Now it's Luis Suarez. Alonso! and somehow he kept it out.
Heracles just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack.
Oh, smashing header!
Nice,
Could go
bro.
either way. Challenge
Nice,
just a bit
bro.
on the firm side. And it's Vieira. And here's Haaland. Well read. And the danger is averted. He can get that clear. Fiddles it through. And the shot!
Ah, bro.
That
Get
is
out, bro.
wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, easy pickings there. Luis Suarez. That's a shame.
Bro, what is this pass, bro? Come on. What the hell is this pass?
Pressing high and with purpose. Belletti.
Well, they can at least make
Bro,
it
back
fitting.
pass,
Even if it's
Shitya.
just a goal, the lift it will
Back
give
pass,
will be
Shitya.
huge no matter what the end result is.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Bale. Oh, look at the space here. He gets big.
Back pass, Shitya.
Sticks it away.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So is this the start of a comeback? Pirlo. Messi. And it's Xavi Alonso.
3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Bale. Vieira. Xavi Alonso.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
What was that
And the
pass?
referee brings it to a close. Heracles perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam.
Particular counselors. What the fuck, dude?
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well timed, excellent interception. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Bro, pass it you, bro.
Chip through.
This
Maldini
guy is
gets
just
over and
getting
intercepts.
angles.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this lad, Dominic Szoboszlai, is someone I'm going to keep an eye on here. I like the fact that...
And Van Nistelrooy! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Oh, it's so boring.
And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, here's a chance!
The fuck?
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there,
The
both reading
fuck?
it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Vieira with the clearance. And he gets rid in a hurry. Heracles.
Run, 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 run.
Now it's Eto. Great defending, strong and determined. And the pass is intercepted. Pass is just off target. Costa Curta. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's through, now is he in? Has a goal! Heracles!
Fuck you.
Goal! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
The fucking pass.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Had a shot!
Great shot, that was a great
Collective
shot.
sigh of relief from the defence.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Zico!
Bro, simple goal would have went
Looked like he
into.
tried to give it some extra whip.
Simple goal could have went inside the goal.
Mbappe. Now it's Eto. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Moved on forwards. And it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Maldini getting this one clear. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, now here's an interesting
Oh!
matchup. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
The hell?
Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He is just caressing the ball. Eto looking to get on the end. And we hit half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Heracles head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
It's a nice one.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball.
Ooh!
Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Looking for options for movement. He's got two. It's in. Two to the good. They have breathing space. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Passe de verdade,
Has a look and has a go.
Szoboszlai clearly thought he'd done enough. The save was like a bolt from the blue.
So, third corner of the game. And he thumps it clear. Oh, the ball's run loose here. TOURE gets it away.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
70,987.
Mbappe, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
what the hell pass is that?
Messi stood his ground strongly. Eto'o given the lift of his goal. Eto'o has got himself a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
By 66 subscribers, thank you so much.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 10, Messi. Number 16, Zico. Coming on the field, number 18.
Heracles couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Shapes to shoot! Mateus with the clearance. Nicely aimed pass. Half an hour gone in the second half. The message is clear. None shall pass. It's Bale! Yes! And they are cruising away.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Heracles find a position of real strength now. That pass has been well intercepted. Szoboszlai, he's gone for goal! And that tested the keeper.
Barcelona seem to have deployed this as a tactic that may need reconsideration.
Oh, what a goal! What a freaking goal!
No fluke, it's what he was there for.
Listen, he would have been advised
What a
to
goal,
do
what
that
a
as a
goal,
kid,
guys.
and it's obviously etched in his
What a
mind
goal,
now.
what a goal from YAYA. That was a good goal. No look shot. That's a good goal. Nice goal from Dortmund.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout.
Bro, those teams in your own time, bro.
5 minutes left on the clock. Luis Suarez. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Heracles clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And the shot! He's got a goal!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Heracles grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Van Nistelrooy. Hullet. He's found the way. Soboslai!
Soboslai shooting is not good.
And it is all over. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
You have the game in good shape. That's why you should use my generation ones. Salma, Babu, bro, everyone. Oh, okay, why not? Come on. Why not? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This is the code. Join faster. Join faster. 2361203. Join faster. Already somewhere in history. Join faster. Join faster. 4361203. Join faster, bro. Join faster. Bro, did you join or not? Come on, bro. Come on, join faster. Rules and big bro. I think 30 players only. 30 or 38 players only. It's around 5K, 3K, 8K to players, man. Afternoon stream, you have a look at the afternoon stream better. Bro, if you are not joining, then why do you guys ask for a room match? Oh, continue with the game, using message. I say not joining, only ask for room match. Come on, when will do your response? Not GK, I got everyone, yeah, probably lead on all the three are back. No, no, let's just watch me. That should be the little part. That should be.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Rummenigge.
Bro,
Chance! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be
oh,
surprised
get
because
out,
his
bro.
instinct for doing this is incredible. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Heracles finding themselves unexpectedly. Olise! And he's managed to get rid. YAYA TOURE. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rummenigge. And they're on him in a flash. And here's Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Eto'o touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Pedri.
Heracles are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he cuts out the supply. Mbappe! Now that looks a decent ball. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
He won't be happy with that one. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! Lingered over.
Yeah.
Counter had gone.
SCHMEICHEL, Lee Dixon, எல்லாரும்
It
this.
has to be pacier and much more
Yeah,
decisive.
Lee Dixon, SCHMEICHEL, after still like this.
Pernis. And here's Eto'o. No way through. Oh, super ball. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, super find. Neymar. It's Pedri. Eze. It's Pedri. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Vieira. Rummenigge.
There will be 1 minute added
Oh, it's come
time.
loose. Oh, what has happened? In he goes again. Referee's had a
Yeah, அப்படி இருக்கு பாரு SCHMEICHEL எங்கேயும் கார்டு மாதிரி இருக்கு பாரு SCHMEICHEL
At the end of the first half, both teams have had their
maybe
moments.
but
No
old
doubt to
SCHMEICHEL ஓட இந்த SCHMEICHEL
but there has
way
been
better
just one goal.
ரொம்ப better அந்த மைக்கேல் அந்த SCHMEICHEL விட இந்த SCHMEICHel ரொம்ப better ரொம்ப better
Stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple. Keep the
அந்த SCHMEICHEL ஓட இந்த SCHMEICHel very
for
good
an early goal. If that
செம
happens,
செம
it's a game changer.
அதுல எந்த மாற்றமும் இல்ல அந்த SCHMEICHel ஓட இந்த SCHMEICHel very better பட் என் கேம் ஜிகேவான்னு கேட்டா எனக்கு தெரியல ஏன்னா நான் ப்ரொஃபஷனல் பாயிண்ட் சரியா கொடுக்கல
And we're off again.
யாயா டோரே நல்லா இருக்குது யாயா டோரே நல்ல
Can
கார்டு
really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Can he put it away? He's got a goal. And that brings up the century. Goal number 100 for one very special player. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Heracles grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Looking here to chip it through, float it through. Pedri, and it's Neymar in with the challenge. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Neymar, neither of these two want to come off second best. Hernes, YAYA TOURE. Bout of passing here, really easy on. He's gone for goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10, Karl-Heinz
So, time for changes on
Number
both
13,
sides, actually.
Eze. Coming on the field, number
That is good
20,
pressure, just hounded him off it.
number
Neymar,
22,
he is through here.
Substitution.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Aimed beyond the defence. Dani Olmo. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
This might spell danger. And
Bro,
swiftly.
come over
It's
here.
really well
Oh,
manoeuvred.
no.
And there's... He's had a hit! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And it's hoisted clear. Chance! And got to be quick to recover this. Pedri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Luis Suarez. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. What the fuck formation is this? What the fuck, man? What the fuck formation is this?
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. Vieira gets a foot in here. Rummenigge, expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's straight offside. Messi. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. He's had it taken off him. Chance here to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And it's Pirlo! Goal! Boca Juniors! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Boca Juniors are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Koundé.
Heracles really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That's good play. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Rummenigge absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pirlo looking to add to his goal. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Heracles certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Ricky Puig. Rodri. Rummenigge. Here's Ricky Puig. And it's Messi. And here's Son Heung-min. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
1 minute added time.
Rummenigge. Oh, that's a nice ball. Neatly clipped into space. And there's the end of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy
playing within themselves. Too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back on the way.
Heracles can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Son Heung-min, quality ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Boca Juniors are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Rummenigge. Koundé cuts it out.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
And it's Pirlo. Oh, and he's through the middle. There's no flag. He's real chance. They've done it. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Heracles can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Heracles grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Suarez wins the duel this time. Bale. Heracles looking to pass their way. Haaland!
Wow. Haaland.
And the game is
Haaland.
turned on its head.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Heracles go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, that's been intercepted.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Son Heung-min cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
I think we're just about done here. Gullit set up one goal so far. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Haaland! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is...
Yes, guys, that's it for the stream. Enjoy.
The end of the game.
And see you on the next stream.
Well,
Bye,
I have to
guys.
say,
Take
I'm
care,
thoroughly
everyone.
impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of